morning, YouTube. How are you? Happy Mother's Day. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful, safe, happy, healthy Mother's Day, and y'all are spending time with family and friends. I would like to issue some apologies for making this video because I know a lot of you are spending time with family and friends, and the subject matter of this video might be a bit disturbing, especially for those who have dealt with or had experience with domestic violence. So if you're someone and you've dealt with domestic violence, DV, if you would be triggered by talk of DV at all, please don't watch this video. I certainly don't want to upset you. Why I'm making this video is because something interesting happened in Chantal's chat, in her live chat. And I have a lot of things to say about it. So that's why I'm making this video. So if you want to watch the video, maybe wait till after Mother's Day if it's okay. But I've got some stuff to say. So what exactly happened in Chantal's chat? Well, Chantal did a live chat. Not a video, a live chat. And guess who showed up in the live chat? Nader El-Shami. Yeah, you remember him. That guy that she was completely obsessed over to the point of stalking him on occasion. The one that she wouldn't leave alone. The one that she claimed committed DV on her. The one that she talked about for over a year and claiming, oh, he hurt me so bad. He hit me so hard I saw stars. Yeah, that one. The one that she claimed would not let her leave the house. That guy. So Nader, or someone portraying themselves as Nader, because it's up for discussion, came into her chat. And Chantal had no visceral reaction to seeing that name again. Anyone who's gone through actual DV, even just seeing a person's name, the name of the abuser, seeing that person's name again would trigger some sort of visceral reaction, and she had absolutely none. She was as calm as a cucumber. And she also made a very interesting comment during this live stream. She said, I think it's a troll. I think it's a troll. Versus, I know it's a troll because I have that person blocked. If you have somebody blocked on your channel, you know for sure it must be a troll because whoever the channel or the person is that you don't want in there, they can't come in. But she said, I think it's a troll. Also, let's take note of the interesting timing of it all. The absolute interesting timing of the troll Nader or Nader's appearance. It's coming on the heels of Nader getting his channel demonetized. Interesting that he's showing up in her chat, or somebody portraying him showing up in her chat after the demonetization. It almost feels planned, doesn't it? But I want to show you guys the clip of what happened in chat, courtesy of Twitter, because it looks like Hidden Truths posted the clip on Twitter to show you exactly what happened and when it happened. Okay, so let me just blow this all the way up so you guys can see. Pay no attention to Fraudy. We don't care about her. But there you go. Like there's the moment right there. Look at the chat. Nader El-Shami, I take you to court. If it was the real Nader, I think this is a pathetic attempt to still insert himself into the Foodieverse. He's been out for a while. And ever since Foodie left, his channel has been tanking, and rightfully so, because his cooking is trash. Despite the fact that he got a channel that was practically handed to him on a silver platter and an audience, he's not been capitalizing on it. Not only that, but he's so doggone stupid that the people that were reacting to him, he just issued the privacy strikes, and therefore nobody's talking about him. And the number of people in his chat just kept getting lower and lower. But if this is the real Nader El-Shami, the timing of him coming into her chat saying, I take you to court, What are you going to take her to court for, Natter? She's not even in the same country, bro. Not even in the same country. She's been away for a while. If you took her to court, what money would you get out of her? She don't have money anymore, dummy. But let's play the entire clip. You guys can see for yourselves.
The preacher is so good. Oh, in the show? Yeah, Patsy, you're right. He did a really good job, the actor, yeah. Yeah.
And he says, he makes two comments. The first one gets deleted by Ahmad, I think. Nader El Shami, you talk about me again, I sue you. I'm so tired of hearing all this nonsense about suing. I'm so tired of it. Nader and Chantal they've never been done with each other. Chantal likes to brag about how wrathful she is. Oh, I'm an Aries. I'm so wrathful. But I'm sure that any Aries person out there, you don't claim her. She's not a good representation of a proper Aries. But she's threatened to sue him many times. I'm going to take you to court. She could have canceled his channel. She made the channel for him. And he's threatened to sue her, yet nothing has happened. I know they're not done with each other because neither one will pull the trigger. So I'm of the mind that they're still communicating. There's something to be had. And that's why they won't go after each other the way that they absolutely could. When you're done with somebody, you're done, especially somebody who's abused you. You burn that bridge and because you don't want to cross it again. But isn't it funny? Isn't it wild? All the things that she's claimed Nader has done to her. Yet he's not blocked on her channel? Wouldn't that be one of the people you block immediately after something bad happens? Let's watch the rest of the clip.
Yes. And they even have Islam in there. They have some Muslims in there. The sheriff guy. Isn't the guy's name Sharif? And he's the sheriff world of giving up on Netflix. There's no drama that compares, you know? Yeah, they replaced it Snoozy. I don't plain a cheese. I think it's just a troll.
Yeah, there we go. There's the comment. I think it's just a troll. The thing is, if you're a content creator, if somebody comes into your chat, you can backtrack and see where that message is coming from. You can click on that person's name, or maybe the mods could, and find out where that person is coming from, if it's a fake account or not. So why didn't she do that? If she is allegedly a victim of DV, wouldn't she want to do that? To make sure it is a troll? Or find out it's the real Nader? But look at her reaction to him or to the troll. Absolutely calm. I'm sorry. I went through DV. This is not about me, but I'm saying I went through it. Any mention of the person who's hurt you, any sound of their name, mention of their name, seeing their name, it's going to trigger the crap out of you. You're going to get shaken up. You're going to get shook. All the things that she claimed he did to her. Cool as a cucumber. Keep telling on yourself, Chantal. Keep telling. His channel gets demonetized, and immediately he's jumping in your chat because he's thirsty for attention. He's thirsty to attach himself to you, even now. He shouldn't have been brought on YouTube in the first freaking place. But you brought him here. Knowing how he was with women, you still brought him here. You chose to do that because you were desperate for a couples channel and you thought that by proposing a business deal to this man, that would lead to love. Well, that didn't happen. Desperately chasing what you say is an abusive person. And all this time after Nader, claiming to be a victim. You've never been a victim, Chantal. You like to paint yourself in that light, but you've never been a victim. You want to know why? Because you're a predator. Yeah, I said it. You're a predator, ma'am. You got predatory ways. Even before YouTube, when you were young. What's that story that I heard about? You were stalking two teenage boys so badly that the dad told you to go home or he's going to call the police. So even before YouTube, you had some strange ways. Hiding in a man's bedroom. You're not a victim. You're a predator. And you look for people to be your victims, to use and abuse as you see fit, looking for people that might be at some disadvantage or another so that you can take advantage of those things, whatever they may be. You're still doing it. You're with Salah. He doesn't want anything to do with you. Yet any opportunity you get your hands on, you're putting your hands on him, which, by the way, bitch, that's gross. That is gross. I don't like Salah. He's a piece of shit. But it's gross to invade somebody's personal space and put your hands on them when they don't want your hands on them. Learn to keep your hands to yourself. If it's a business deal, let it be a business deal. But business doesn't necessarily mean any kind of personal contact. Someone needs to teach you that. You want to be a victim so bad and act like the damsel in distress, but it's pretty obvious you've never been a victim, especially a DV victim. You've never gone through that. You told on yourself a while ago, Chantal. You said you worked at a battered women's shelter. As soon as you said that, as soon as I heard that, the light bulb went off in my head. If you had any contact with a battered women's shelter, I'm sure you heard the ladies, or perhaps even gentlemen, talk about what they've been through. Because men can be DV victims too. It's not just the ladies. But you heard their stories. Everything to you is a story. Everything to you is content. So you had that experience of being at a battered women's shelter. And you probably remembered all that stuff and decided to turn that into a story arc. And you made so much money off of that. Painting yourself the victim, making people feel sorry for you. You were getting sympathy from others who've gone through it for real and making tons of money to the point where you use that angle many times over. You exploited something you had no business exploiting. You were not only exploiting the subject, but the scars of other people. Those people that have gone through it and have those scars, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, for the sake of getting money out of them, you opened them right up. Bitch. Shame on you. But all the pain you say you went through with Natter was fake. Fake. And you confessed to be an abusive person yourself. Yes, you did. You said, I am verbally abusive. Maybe you're also physically abusive too. You try to say, I'm a DV victim. Horse shit. Horse shit. I can look into your eyes and tell you ain't been through nothing. You may have the stories that you've made up about DV, but you certainly don't have the experiences. And because you've never been through the experience, there's a lot of things missing. People who are true DV victims, they can't sit on YouTube in front of a public of people that they don't know and talk about what happened with them. Just impossible. It's hard to open up to just one person and say what happened. Because a lot of DV victims live in constant fear. Absolute fear. Absolute fear. They are afraid. And you also like to use stats. It takes 8 out of 10 times to leave a DV relationship. Do you want to know why, Chantal? Let me tell you why. As somebody who's really fucking been through it. Because you're afraid. You're terrified. You're frightened. You have nowhere to go. You have no friends. You have no family. No one to take you in. You have no money to get safely away. You have no resources. And you're also afraid that wherever you choose to go, if you try to break away, What if they find you? What's going to happen? Is whatever that's going on at the moment, is it going to be 10 times worse because that person's going to be enraged? You're terrified to make a move. The entire time that you were with Natter, you always had a choice. Could have blocked his number, could have stopped seeing him, could have cut off the money. What's he going to do about it? He didn't even have a car to come see you. Every single time you made the choice to go be around him. And even after the said allegations, you continue to sneak around and see him. That's another thing that looks weird. How can anybody who has claimed to suffer anything physical feel safe and secure to be in an enclosed space alone with that person? Whether it's a house, a hotel room, an apartment. Another thing, for someone who's been abused, during that time you were provoking Natter. You were taunting him. Who does that? Who provokes the abuser? You go through that kind of abuse, you want to get as far away from that person as possible, even in your mind. You don't want to think about him. You don't want to talk about him. You don't want to hear their name. And yet you kept bringing his up. And all the times that you talked about what allegedly happened to you, again, no visceral reaction, no tears, no shaking, like it hurt to remember. You go through DV, you think about it, you're reliving the experience in a way. So you can go ahead and tell your fake ass stories, Chantal, because that's what they are. They're fake. But the fact that Natter came to your fucking channel, or someone with Natter's name, and you make the comment, I think that's a troll. That tells me he's not blocked. You're still obsessed with him. Natter was the one you really wanted, and you probably still want to this day. You gave yourself away a while ago. The two of you would go at each other, but neither one of you will cross that red line and burn that bridge completely. When you're done, you're done. But when you're not done, you're not done. Neither one of you have been done with each other. You still desperately cling to one another. He says he hates you. You say you hate him. Yet neither one of you will drop the final shoe. You'll use each other for conversation with no repercussions. If he talks about you, you don't make a move. You talk about him, he doesn't make a move. Can y'all make it any more obvious what's going on here? Seriously? You bragged recently about having a large block list. You said you worked on it so hard. Why isn't his name there? Shouldn't his name be there so you know for sure he's been blocked? You don't want to block him. You really don't. This whole bullshit with Salah, in my opinion, that was to get back at Natter and maybe get Natter back. Try to force him into a corner where maybe you were trying to show him that you wear the pants and you got the money, and what you gave to him, he can give to somebody else and maybe make him shake a little bit. And he would come to you and not be with Dee Dee. But I got news for you, Big Mama. He ain't going to leave Dee Dee because there's stability there. Got a house, not going off the rails. Your life is completely unstable. You're unstable. Can't trust that. Your health is bad. Your money is bad. Why would he want to be with you? But you're still obsessed over him. It's not about love. You don't love Natter. You're obsessed over him. The way you obsess over every man in your life, especially the ones you can't have. You don't know what it is to love. You're obsessed. Always wanting what you can't have. But the moment you get it, you get bored with it. No more challenge. But this was a telling moment, Chantal, this right here. The fact that somebody with Natter's name, could be him, could be somebody else, coming into your chat, you're not reacting at all the way that a real DV victim would if they saw the name of their abuser in the chat. You are going to investigate, is this really him? And then saying, oh, I think it's a troll. If he hurt you for real, you would have blocked him. And you would have known for sure. And you would have made the comment, that can't be him. I have him blocked. I blocked him a long time ago. You didn't say that, though. Because we all know you don't have him blocked. You guys are still talking. Yes, you are. Now that his channel's been demonetized, I'm sure he's going to be doing the most. So, liar, fake DV victim with your fake made up stories that never happened to you. Miss Fake DV victim that in the beginning of the relationship with Natter, you were coming home with bruises on your chest and bragging about them. Saying, oh, it's from rough sex. Strange how that consensual play turned into abuse when you got mad at him. You kept walking your story back and changing your opinion and changing your feeling. There's no consistency with you. It's all based on your mood and if the person is doing what you want them to do. Using your YouTube channel to harass people, to embarrass people, humiliate people at will, using your own audience as your army if somebody makes you angry. Natter is a piece of crap, but so are you. You always have been. Always trying to manipulate people and lie to people to get your way, throwing a temper tantrum if you don't get your way, going to extremes to get your way, or punish people if you don't get your way. So you want to label Natter as an abusive person. He is, but so are you. The things that you've done, how are you not an abuser? How are you not a predator? You won't let go of people that want you to let them go. You hold on to them. You obsess over them. Is that the mentality of somebody who's a victim? There's no victimhood mentality with that. Victims don't act like that. How can you be a victim and a predator at the same time? And the two would conflict in your mind. I'm a victim yet a predator, huh? Yeah, liar. Not a victim. You're a liar, not a victim. That you look for victims constantly, people that you can manipulate and lie to and get control over. That's what you are. So yeah, that was the interesting moment, y'all, in her chat. Natter or somebody pretending to be Natter showing up, and she did not even have that visceral reaction of, oh my God, why is he here? Is that the real one? Like fear, shock, whatever. Not missing. And then not even being sure if she blocks this person, even after all the stuff that happened. If it were real, she would have blocked him a long time ago. And she would have stopped talking about him a long time ago. She would stop mentioning him a long time ago. The more she mentions him, the more she brings him up to paint herself the victim, the more fishy it all smells. So those are my thoughts. I just wanted to put that out there. Hope you guys have a wonderful Mother's Day. I'm sorry if this video might have upset you, but I want to get that off my chest. So hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.